Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Farming Simulator 17 and welcome back to Goldcrest Valley. Today we have come up to Dennis Jenkins' field here, field number 11. He wants us to help him with his canola harvest. He's got a Massey Ferguson Delta 9380 and a Dynaflex 40-foot header, and it looks, well, I think I said it's canola. His regular guy hasn't been responding to his text, so he wants us to do it for him, which is perfectly fine by me. So let's get this harvester all set up. It's probably going to shout at me in a second because I'm going very far back. And dang it. For those of you who haven't noticed, I do have my traditional mods back in, drive control and real time, or show time, or whatever it's called. They were released yesterday for me, aka October 25th. So that was very nice. I'm very happy with that. It means there is hope yet for my GPS mod to be back. Because for those of you who don't know, Upside Down is the person who works on drive control. He is actually also working on cattle and crops, so he is clearly still dedicated to the farm sim modding cause, at least for now. I don't know what the future will bring. I don't speak to him, I guess is the best way to put it. But he is still working on farm sim mods, and I really like this Massey. For those of you who don't know, don't know yet, I do use head tracking. I've made it super sensitive so I can do this and pop up through the combine. It is so that I can look around like this without having to move my head too much. So there will be some occasions where I'll pop through the roof or through the side of a tractor occasionally, or be in a very strange position because my head track has gone wonky. Like what appears to be now. But it is kind of fun to wobble your head around. One thing that I have noticed is if I look out the mirror there and move backwards, or move at all, you can see that the view I'm getting from the mirror is actually changing. So it is somewhat dynamic. So if you want to have a look behind you properly, you can move your head around. Obviously, it only presumably works with head tracking. I don't know what it's like with mouse controls. I'll probably never use the mouse controls for the cameras in cab, because frankly, I have no need to. I've got a track hat. It works perfectly. And that's me quite happy. One thing I will say though, for those of you who have been around since FS15, I know it's most of you guys, you'll know that I had a joystick. Now I still have it. It's a Speedlink Dark Tornado. Unfortunately I won't be able to use that anymore because it's dead. So I'm going to have to buy a new joystick in, hopefully within the next month or so. That's something that I wasn't expecting to have to buy. I'll have to go onto eBay for that. Oh, joy. The joy of going onto eBay to try and find something. I'll be buying something cheap and cheerful again. The Dark Tornado served me well. I'll probably get something just as cheap and just as cheerful. I am making an absolute hames of this field. I'm sorry, whatever your name was that owns this field. I suck at harvesting, apparently. Well, we'll say that Giants have done a fantastic job on getting the crops to look a bit better now when they're going into the headers. Especially these big draper headers with the conveyor systems on them. It looks like there is a... I'm not too sure about the center, actually. But it does look like there is actually a crop going in now, as opposed to, magical nonsense like it was in 15. Or just flat out disappearance like it was in 13. Or 2013 even. It looks a lot more convincing now, which is nice. I have been working on something behind the scenes, actually before recording this, and hopefully by the time this video goes out, it will have been released. If it has, there'll be a link in the description to the thing that I've been working on. RainbowDave has been doing some modding. I'm not going to say what just yet. Some of you guys will guess, I'm sure. Especially guys from the Discord, you'll know what I'm on about. I have been working on it. I've been having issues. It's not working properly at all. So we got 20 minutes left in this mission. And we're not gonna need the full 20 minutes just looking at it. I mean, we're almost halfway there. I think it was a 25-minute, half an hour time limit we were given. I am considering editing the XML to change the difficulty already, because I think the time limits on these missions are a bit too generous. I will say I have been playing off. I should say I have been playing off camera. I've been doing missions and working on getting rid of the loan. I know some people just say, "Oh, why didn't you just edit the XML to get rid of the loan?" Because I wanted to play the game, and I've been kind of using this as my casual save game as well as my on-camera one. I don't have any hard workers going at the moment, which is probably a mistake. But what I'm doing is I'm just trying to get rid of the loan. Use as much equipment as I possibly can. Simulate and I have been talking and sharing the the various mods that we have, and for some reason real-time is glitching something horrible now. It doesn't work very nicely with the missions, I've noticed. Drive control... For those... Okay, so here's the issues I've found with the mods that I've got off ModHoster so far. Real-time glitches out with missions, as you can see by glitching out there. Drive control glitches out with trains, something horrible. In fact, it's completely unusable with trains. So, if I plan a train episode, I'll have to disable drive control for the duration. Or hope that it gets updated sometime soon by Upside Down. Real time, presumably that's gonna be a minor XML edit I don't need to do somewhere along the lines. But that's gonna be a thing that I'll have to figure out in the coming days. I'm focusing on getting one thing done right now, and it's a personal thing for me. And if I can get it done, I will release it. It's going to be something that I can release immediately, with no permissions required. Which is always nice. As for videos, I am getting ahead. Today is Wednesday. This is going to go up on Friday. Probably after the stream, so probably you've just finished watching my stream and I've sent you here. If so, hope you enjoyed the stream. Because I am going to be changing times up to suit schedule. Tomorrow's video will be going live at 7 AM, as will Sundays, and Mondays will be live at 4. I've been tinkering with times a bit lately, and I do apologize. I think the 4 PM time works perfectly for stream, for weekdays. I hope those of you who were on midterm break enjoyed it, assuming it's already over. I don't know what school schedules are like. I think midterm is like a week or two. Is it just a week? This shows how long it's been since I've been in school. I'm an old man, I know nothing of these school things. And for those of you who haven't seen it already, I did make a tutorial on how to fix the pedals with the G27, how to fix that issue that I was having with the pedals. It's a simple yet annoying XML edit, and you've got to bind stuff up backwards after that, which is fun. But it is very easily fixed. Which is it's always nice to say, hey, this is easily fixed, but it's something that shouldn't have happened in the first place. I am missing quite a lot of crop, I've noticed. I'm not driving in a straight line. What I've done is I've taken the centering spring down by about half on my G27. So it was 36%, it's now 18%, which means it is super, super light. So there will be a bit of derpiness with the driving for a little while I get used to it. I have been told many, many times by Landy and Simulate and Silver and Banky that, dude, you're centering spring is set way too high, even on a G27. You need to make it so that it's feather light. So I've done that, so you can all be happy. You can all stop complaining about it now. One mod I could get, but I'm not going to, is HUD Hider, because I just use console commands instead. Speaking of which, I'm going to just cut here while I insert a console command and turn off the HUD. So I'll be right back. There we go. And while I was doing that, I noticed there is an issue. I found another bug with drive control, which means I'm going to have to actually disable it immediately after this video. It's that big of an issue. Drive control doesn't actually work with missions. It's trying to get the local fill level of the nearest piece of equipment, which is this, but because this has essentially an infinite fill level, it's not going to get a local fill level for it. So it's bugging out quite badly. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out of cab and get a lovely little screenshot like so, because that is a very pretty harvester. In fact, it's a beautiful harvester. I'm actually going to... Let's turn on the lights and the beacons. Why not? Let's get a really nice picture of it. There we go. That's going to be edited up and... Oh dear. Be your thumbnail. Look at my wonderful straight lines, guys. I am the best harvesting man. One fun thing I can do with the wonky super sensitive head tracking is if I go up here, you can see the beacons are in fact on while you're in cab. See? Also, there appear to be two different layers to the model there. Things that you find out when you use super sensitive, bit wonky head tracking. Let's turn the HUD back on. And we can see that we're very nearly done. We've got 12 minutes left. We're about... I'd say that's about 80% done. I know that we've missed bits, but you know, you don't have to get the entire field to be credited with a success for a mission, which is always nice. Don't know how many more missions I have to do, but there are some jobs I need to do over at the main yard, so we'll head over there in a moment and deal with that. Also, I have turned the radio off because I can't remember what station I left it on, and I've disabled the radio controls temporarily for drive control. Gonna re-enable them after this video, so the next video you see will have no drive control, but it will have radio. Also, the drive control HUD is now broken. I've broken so many things. I think I may have glitched out the game. Something horrible. So everything's now back. Does it have something to do with where I'm driving, I wonder? Huh. Yeah, I've broken stuff. I know I've broken stuff. You can see it's 6:13 PM for me at the moment. So it's quite... Do I want to say early? Quite early for me. I woke up a couple of hours ago, had time to wake up. Started work on the secret mod that I'm working on. It is a mod, not a map or not anything else, so... it is something that I want in the game. And that's a big hint to everybody on Discord. You guys now know what I've been working on. Don't say it in the comments, please. Yeah, actually, once I got this done, I'm going to save the game, disable a couple of mods, and get back into it. Because we've got time left in this video, and I want to get some stuff done over at the main yard, but I also want to stop the glitching, so I'm going to turn off drive control and rebind some controls in the meantime. But first, we got to get this mission finished, so we'll get about 10 grand for this, which means we can possibly buy some things. Including a front loader attachment for something, definitely something. Either the case or the New Holland. I would say, you know, leave your suggestions in the comments, but by the time this video goes out, I'll have chosen. But if you want front loaders on both, I mean, I can probably do that. I can definitely get hitches on both at least. And then buy color-coded front loaders. Because that's a thing you can do, apparently. That's something I like. I don't know why I'm singing so much. Just deal with it, I guess. 18,000 basically. Very nice. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game now, and I'll be back in a moment once I've got all the fixes done. So I will see you very soon. So we're back in the main yard, and despite what I thought, we actually have no work to do here. I'm a genius. I do have drive control turned off because that was causing quite a lot of Lua errors. Apparently, and this is I guess a PSA, the version that was released October 25th does not work with missions or the train, aka the two new features. Now I want to check. Okay. I'm gonna... Okay. I know that I've seeded these two fields over here. They actually need plowing. And, what I'm gonna do is I'm going to... just grab a tractor here. Is this near the plow? Where did I put the plow? Where did I put the plow? Oh, actually... yes, something I remember from when I was playing off camera. Gotta just check for something over here as well. Yoink! Come here. Yoink. Come on, get out. Come on. There we go. Got me a hedge trimmer. Up by the... okay. Never mind. Just want to check around here. Okay. Down over here at the chickens, you can see it already. There is a gold nugget. You can have 2 of 100. There's probably some more around the yard here that I haven't found yet. I wouldn't be too surprised if there's one hidden over here somewhere. I know there's 1 or 2 that you need to actually move stuff out of the way to find, which is quite nice. I wouldn't be too surprised if there's one on a roof somewhere as well, or in the barn. Did I put the plow in over here? Not in there. Ah, it's in there. So I'll grab this case and get on the plow. Let's get it turned on. I do have drive control turned off now because of the bugs. They are bugs, they're not even glitches, they're bugs. If they were glitches, it would be a one-off. Because it's a Lua call stack error, though, that's a bug. That's a major issue. And props to the people who said that in episode 2, I made a derp as well. Because I was talking about... I was trying to figure out why on earth I couldn't fertilize the field after I'd seeded. The reason for that was because the field was already fertilized by the seeder. What I need to do is I need to plow these fields because they need plowing, fields 14 and 12. I do want to figure out how on earth to get the beacons to work. I don't know how to do that yet. So without further ado, let's get the plow down and get working on this. We are going to do it manually because I'm a sadist and I hate myself. But also because it's, you know, I haven't done much manual work yet. I've mainly been outside of the missions, I should say. I haven't done any manual plowing as such. I know I did a small bit, but not a lot. So we're going to do about 10 minutes of manual plowing here, and then I'll finish it off camera or get a hired worker to do it, or I might just, you know, do some jump cuts to when I'm further into the field, and so, or something like that, because I do enjoy plowing. It is genuinely, it's not me joking or anything. This is one of my favorite jobs to do in Farm Sim. Now, I am going to do it somewhat wrong. Dang it, Ad! You should know that if I'm in Farm Sim, I'm recording, most likely. But to answer Ad's question about the giveaway, that is, I believe, still open today. What date is it today? Wednesday the 26th. This is Friday's video, which will be the 29th. I will actually... Oh, I'll be streaming on the final day of the giveaway. Interesting. So the giveaway closes on... Oh, it won't. Monday at midnight. So you will have all day Monday to enter the giveaway. It'll close midnight on, I guess, Tuesday. And I'll be picking a winner then on Tuesday or Wednesday. And I'll be making a short video to announce the winner, so don't worry about that, guys. There will be a winner announced, you'll know about it. Disregard, I think he's actually found the page. Well done, Ad. That's Ad Minister, he's a former chat mod, and I count him as a friend, but he is a bit spammy and can be a bit, can get on people's nerves, I know. Some people get really annoyed by him. I do at times, I will admit. If you didn't guess from the dang it ad. This plow is a bit wonky, it seems. But I do You know, I know there's going to be people annoyed that I'm doing plowing. I know it for a fact. And to you guys I say, it's part of the game now, it's forced. This field needs to be plowed. And I genuinely love that fact. I should have planted oilseed radish here, as it turns out. I was talking to Brad M73 last night, and he was talking in TeamSpeak, and he was talking us through how the new fertilization system works. He thinks. There's no guarantees on this. Apparently, what you gotta do is you gotta plant oilseed radish, then weed the oilseed radish at its first growth stage, then either plow it under or cultivate it under. I'll be plowing it under, because that's the realistic option. Or use one of the no-till seeders, I guess. I do like how you have to plow now, genuinely. I'm hoping that there is a compaction mod in the works somewhere, because that is going to be absolutely delicious. I know it's a thing the Giants have put as an option in the game, and if that's the case, I'm going to be a very happy bunny. Now, I also know that there is no fuel available in the yard. That yard there has no fuel point. I will need to get the fuel Bowser, the Great... No, it's not Great Plains. The fuel tanker at some point. Just to get fuel back to the yard here so that I can fuel my vehicles up down here. And have some fuel available in the case of emergencies, basically. I can go to a gas station for fuel, I know this. But if I run out in the field, because it's me, let's face it, I'm going to do that eventually. If and when that happens, I'm going to need a fuel tanker. I think I'm getting everything here. It might be a small bit that I'm missing. I am in fact missing a small bit, that's fine. But yeah, if and when it happens that I run out of fuel in the field, I'll need a fuel tanker just to get fuel to the vehicles. One thing that there's a bit of debate on between me and everybody else, everybody I talk to, is the reset point. Because the reset point is no longer in the yard, it is actually up at the shop. I like it personally because it means you can't just get stuff delivered. You're gonna it's basically saying you have to invest in a low loader to move stuff about in a truck in time. Or, spend time actually going to get your equipment from the shop. I genuinely like that. Not a big fan of the size of this plow, though, I will admit. That's going to be something I'll need to upgrade in the very near future. And if I upgrade the plow, it also means I'll need to upgrade one of these tractors. Now, I will say I am going to keep one case and one New Holland. Before anybody says, oh, it's not a New Holland, it's a Ford. It's a New Holland. It says so on the bonnet. If it was a Ford, it would say Ford on the bonnet. But I will be upgrading one of the case 1455s, because there are two of them. And I'll be keeping the New Holland, the second case, I guess, and the harvester. I genuinely like them. The pickup is probably going to remain as the... Is it the rodeo? It's called the old one. Really like that. Really a big fan of that. I like the old style of that. I'm really glad Giants have given us some, not properly old, but definitely older equipment. Will that dial work? Oh, it does. What on earth is that? Acetylene. Acetylene? Is this thing have a welder in it? That's slightly worrying. But I genuinely love how you can hear the turbos in this thing. So if it's spooled up to pretty much max revs. If I just leave off the throttle... Oh, it didn't work too well that time. I'll do it when I'm, I guess, not plowing. Yeah, it's not spooling properly at the moment. I'm guessing it's just running at too low RPM to have the turbo spooled. But if you're running this thing at maximum speed, you can hear the turbos spooling down. You can hear the whine lowering. That is... Whoever's done the sound design for FS17, I applaud you personally. Because it is spectacular. The fact that the tractors all now have in-cab sounds is brilliant. It saves on a lot of mods being installed. The fact that tip anywhere is a thing, that's brilliant. It saves on mods. Toggle tip sides, saves on mods. You know, the multi-fruit mod is going to be delayed this year because the two main multi-fruits that were always put in maps were soybeans and sunflowers. They're now in the game. And I do believe, in fact, that I could plant soybeans here if I wanted. May do that. I have heard that the default header works in soybeans. I'm going to have to double check that before I do it. But I may plant this field up in soybeans and see what happens. Because I've also heard the soybeans are worth a lot. They're actually better than canola. So, if that's the case, I'm gonna go ham on soybeans. Sorry, Manjack, if you're watching, but I'm gonna plant what's best. We could plant barley because that's technically better. That's better than canola. I don't know what it is compared to soybeans, though. I'm gonna have to do some experimentation at some point, possibly on this field, or on a small field at least. I do like the forced ploughing mechanic. I might turn it off on British maps where they're a bit bigger. Either that or I'll just get big equipment in. But what I will do is I will end the video here. I'll finish ploughing off camera. I'll probably hire a worker, I'll be honest. To get this done. Because I do want to move on swiftly to getting these fields seeded up with soybeans and getting a soybean harvest done. That is kind of a priority for me right now, is getting money in, and lots of it. So, what I will do is I will leave you by saying, I've been RainbowDave, you've been watching Farming Simulator 17 on Goldcrest Valley. I hope you enjoyed the video today. If you did, leave a like below. Hit that like button like your life depends on it. If you're brand new here, this is your first video you've seen, or you've seen a few of my videos, and you're really enjoying watching me derp and being an idiot, do hit the subscribe button, because I do derp and be an idiot quite a lot. I am generally an idiot. Gonna be honest with you guys, this is kind of the real me, this isn't some act I put on. You know, I am an idiot. I know a lot, but I'm an idiot. I know a lot in theory, but putting it into practice, I'm an idiot. And if you want to share with your friends, feel free. Don't be afraid to post this onto a Facebook group or something. If you think people you know will enjoy my videos, feel free to let them know. Don't be afraid to share it. And if you want to get the videos as soon as they go live, there's a notification little bell down beside the subscribe button. Hit that, you'll get a little notification on your phone or to your email as soon as a video goes live, or as soon as I go live myself. On the weekends, you'll get a little notification saying, hey, RainbowDave is now live. You can go watch RainbowDave now. But I'm going to leave it here. Thank you all once again very much for watching. Until next time, stay safe, and goodbye.